guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Carly.
And I'm Regan.
And this right here is our dog Chaos. And we've been travelling Australia for the past 6 months. Well, mostly just Queensland so far, but we are getting south very soon. If you have been following along, you would know that we recently just changed our setup. So we thought it was well overdue to give you a full rig rundown and what our ideal setup is for us. Obviously we had the camper trailer and the tub and canopy, and we've recently just changed that all out, and we've been back on the road for a week and
loving it.
Yep.
So we never should have got our camper trailer. This is perfect for us. Got no complaints with it so far.
No.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
So behind me here we have our 2017 Ford Ranger. This come over from New Zealand with us, and it already had a few accessories on it. Yeah, I brought this ute with intentions of travelling New Zealand with it, but we ended up travelling Australia with it. Right, I'm going to take you through the outside, all of the bits and pieces that we have on the car, and Carly's going to take you through the inside, show you inside all the canopy and stuff. So up the front we have got our MCC bull bar and MCC side steps. These were already on the car when I brought it, and they're doing perfectly, so we haven't changed. We've got the King's Dominator lights up the front. Again, we want to upgrade these at some point, but they're doing pretty well so far. We've got the Runva 13XP winch. That's a nice big dog one for when we had the camper trailer, but now that we don't, that's still a big winch. We've got our Oricom communications, so we've got our 6.5 dBi antenna up here, paired with the radio in front. Got our cut snake flares, KMC wheels, BF Goodrich KM3s, all mud terrains, awesome tyres, love them. So we're a little bit dubious about getting mud tyres to do a lap with, obviously because you're going to do so many Ks, but one of our first trips was actually to go up to Cape York, so we kind of needed the mud tyres for up there. So far they're wearing pretty good. We've done just over 20,000 Ks, and they're probably used about quarter tread, so I'm hoping we're going to get a good amount of use out of them. If not, we might change to all-terrains later on, but I want to keep the muddies. We'll see what Carly wants to do. Up top we've got Rhino bars. They were put on to take our solar panel before. Now they're kind of not really needed, but we thought we'd leave them on there just because we can. Moving down to the back, so main event, this is the biggest change that we've made on the ute so far. We got the MITS alloy tray and canopy put on there just a couple of weeks ago. Love it. It is so awesome. Best decision that I think we've made so far on the road, other than getting on the road itself. So yeah, we've got the 1765mm tray on here, paired with the 1700mm long canopy. Perfect size for us. You can get a shorter one, and we tossed up whether to get that, but we're glad we went with the big one. Just gives us that extra bit of space to put bits and pieces like the dog's bed and all kinds of stuff. On the back of the headboard here, in between the cab and the actual tray, we've got a 30 litre poly tank here as well. This one's just gravity fed, and you fill up this one to fill up the bottom one, so they are linked together. And we've got a little water tap here, so there's a little gravity tap. And then we've got another one that comes out of the 60 litre poly tank on the back, but this one's on a 12 volt pump. So that one's just on the back, turn them on. So moving up to the top, we've got two awnings up here. We have the Dacia Eclipse 270 on this side, so this keeps us all sheltered out here, because this is our main our main kitchen side of the canopy. And on the other side we have our Nomad by Chaos shower ensuite, so that's got for our toilet. And the biggest seller for us with the ensuite was that one actually has a roof. So it has a little roll out roof that you put over so you don't get wet while you're doing your business on a rainy day or having a shower, and so you can stay nice and dry.
Stay dry while we have a shower.
Stay dry. While you're using the toilet. Moving right to the top, we have the Bush Company AX27 rooftop. It is an awesome rooftop. We've been sleeping in it for about a week now, and I wake up feeling good. It's got so much space in there. You can keep all of your bedding, your pillows, all kinds of stuff inside of there, and you can still close it down. They are a little bit taller, as in they're 280mm high, so they do take up a fair bit of room, but so far I can't complain with it. And moving around to the back of the car, on the back here we went with this combination of our jerry can holder, fold down ladder, spare tyre holder, and we also have our tyre bag on the back here. Down underneath the tray, we've got a nice big drawer here. It's got plenty of storage underneath here. It also has a nice little lid so you can use it as a bench. But inside of there, I got spare parts, electrical stuff, hose, axe, bits and pieces like that. We only have the 800 long tray on this one because underneath we also got the 60 litre poly tank put in, so that actually cuts down on the draw length. Otherwise you do have a full length draw that goes the whole length of the tray. We've got our tag XR bar, that's our new recovery bar down there. Moving around to this side, same again. We've got our Max Tracks mounted up top with all the Bush Company accessories. Got a 180 watt red arc solar panel on the top there as well. It's doing wickedly. We're not having any problems with 12 volt at all. So we've been on the road for, yeah, as I said, a week, and our batteries are still doing really well. We've got our forward snorkel, and that's pretty much the outside of the car done. All our little bits and pieces that we use. So I will hand it over to Carly and she can do all the inside.
So moving on to the inside, Regan kind of took ownership of everything on the outside, and I had a bit of priority of what was going on inside, just because I am the storage queen and he doesn't know how to pack shit. But so as Regan said, we went with the EO2 canopy, and inside we decided to go with the P4, the ultimate package that you can get from Mitts Alloy. We just needed all of the storage that we could get, and so far it's working great for us. So our biggest change, and one that I do not regret, is moving to a stand-up fridge. So we used to run 2 chest freezers in the car and the trailer. I hated digging around trying to find something, and if you had a half-cut tomato or something, it would get squashed, and it was chaos. So absolutely love I absolutely love the stand-up. We've also got our 12 volt system, so I will let Regan quickly run through that afterwards because that's his forte. Over here we store our Navigator fold up pantry. This is incredible. I love how much storage it gives you, and it just gets all of your utensils and cutlery out of the way. So we are still waiting on our stand-up pantry from Mitts Alloy. We have a few weeks before that arrives, and then a few things out of here will move into that one, and we'll have even more storage. Moving on to our big pantry. So this is where we keep all of our food, our plates, our bowls, everything like that. And then we have our nice pull-out table. I'm still yet to test this out, but apparently it can hold 120 kilos, so another seat if I don't feel like setting up my chair. Moving on, we have got our travel buddy up here. So we have had this the whole time we've been on the road. We haven't used it as often just because we didn't have the battery capacity in the last setup, but now we can go off grid for so long and we can run this and it hardly even touches the power. And we've been on the road a week and we've used that like 6 times already, so it's awesome. And Mitts Alloy actually put in the travel buddy shelf for us as well. Up here we just have some canvas bags with some bits and pieces, jet oil, gas canisters and stuff like that. Moving over, we actually went and purchased this off Marketplace. Just a Waco 23 litre fridge. We actually run it as a freezer and keep all of our meat and Chaos's dog food in there. Just down here we have a few bits and pieces that we get to every day, a couple times a day, so we just wanted them easy to access. So we just got our Yetis and stubby coolers and just some washing up stuff over there. And then we'll move around to the other side. So this side is all of our storage. It may look like a bit of a mess, but we know where everything is and it works perfectly for us. So down here we keep all of our stand-up items. So we've got our step stool because height is not in our favour and we use that 100 times a day. We've got another fold-up table and a duck board for our shower. We've got our dog's bed in here and his swag. Yeah, he's got a pretty luxurious tent himself. So that all sits right there. We've got our Jetboil Genesis base camp right here. This was an investment and it works a treat. We absolutely love it. It takes up so much less space than having pots and pans and a burner and a gas bottle. It just all tucks up nicely in there. Do have an extra griddle here. This is just so that we can cook over fire, cook those bigger meals and stuff that we don't want to use the jet boil pan for. Keep some toiletries just in there. So on this side we keep our camp oven in the back. We've got a bag behind the toilet that just has some fans and extra bits and pieces like that. We usually have firewood stored right here and our porta potty there, so it's nice and easy to get to. Set the shower up, that just goes right in there, you don't have to carry it too far. Then we've got our wardrobes. So Regan's got the smaller one. It's nice and packed in there. You don't even know what clothes he has.
I know what clothes I have.
Then on this side we've got my wardrobe. I do have another bag of Regan, so it's not all mine. But one problem I was having was shutting the drawer and all of my clothes were getting caught up here and it was just an absolute shambles. So I went to Kmart, bought a trusty old storage box. This just folds open and it just keeps it all nicely tucked, so it's really easy just to put away. And up here we have our drop down shelf. So this is where we keep all of our towels, our beach rug, our washing up bucket, fire pit and barbecue, and our chairs. So this is another massive change for us. We were running just some King's fold up chairs. They had it by the time we had done 6 months around Queensland. So we decided to go for a set of these. We just got these off Amazon and they work a treat. We love them. They do take a few seconds longer to set up than most chairs, but they're nice and easy to pack away. They weigh about 1 kilo and they just tuck up nicely in here.
They're just like the Helinox ones, except they're like a quarter of the price.
Yeah, so far they've been great. We find them pretty comfortable. I know they're not for everybody, but yeah, we love them. And then we just have our toiletry bag just tucks away in there, and we've got the Mean Mother compressor tucked away nicely behind the drawers. So this is everything we have, all in the back of this canopy. The biggest thing I like about this setup compared to the old one is I know we have less space, but it feels like everything is so much easier to get. So we have a specific place for everything and it's so easy. Like, you just pull your towel out, you've got your toiletries right there, you've got all your cooking stuff easy to get to, and yeah, absolutely love it. So I will give you back to Regan and he'll quickly take you through the 12 volt. We did get the 12 volt system installed by Mitz Alloy, and Regan likes to think he is no guru, but he has half an idea. So I'll let him take you through what we have in terms of 12 volt.
So one thing I do just want to touch on quickly that Carly forgot about, all of our drawers, so our 2 wardrobes and the big pantry drawer on the other side, they're all one hand operational. So they have the double latches on either side like a normal drawer, but yet they have this connecting bar in front, so you can have a full hands with clothes or whatever, and you can still get, and food, and you can still get in and out of your drawers with one hand. It makes it so easy. It's well thought, that one. And the other thing I want to say on this too, we haven't tried it yet because we haven't actually gone off-roading or done any wheeling yet, but all of these are all fully water and dust proof, so you can fully submerge all of this and you'll get no liquid and no dust inside. Right, into our 12 volt system. So we went with the top package that Mitz Alloy offered at the time. We got the Red Arc Ultimate, which gives us 200 amp hours of lithium, a 2000 watt inverter, a Manager 30 and Red Vision. So this is awesome. We're loving it so far. Everything's so easy to use. It's all, you can turn things on and off with a touch of a button. We've got our hardcore lights up here. They have 3 different modes. So you got your white, your warm and your yellow. Stop all those pesky bugs hanging around. There, we turn everything on here. It's all one touch to turn the travel buddy on. USB ports and cigarette lighter there. It's all connects to your phone as well, so you can be up in the rooftop and want to turn the travel buddy on in the morning, and you can just do it all by your phone, so it's nice and warm when you come down here to chuck your croissants or something in there if we want to get a little bit fancy. But yeah, so far can't complain with anything with our electricals. It's super easy to wire. I've had to wire in the freezer when we got that, the compressor and a few little bits and pieces, and yeah, I can't complain. I'm so glad that we went with this package, and it's going to serve us while we're out exploring.
So that is our rig rundown. So just wanted to say that none of this is sponsored. All of the opinions are our own.
And we have purchased all of this stuff all off our own backs.
But we absolutely love it. We had our trailer which just wasn't for us, and we are so happy that we made the change to the rooftop and the canopy. It is absolute game changer.
And we really look forward to taking it to a lot more off-grid places. Get really deep into places where people don't go.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we're heading at the moment. So
we thought we'd be able to do that with the trailer, and you can get quite off-road with those trailers, but we move every day or every second day, and we try to do a lot of exploring, so packing up the camper every single day just wasn't ideal. But we absolutely love that we've made the change. This is our perfect setup. It's not for everybody, but it is for us.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be happier with how we've done it.
Yeah, I'm stoked with how it's all come up.
Like Regan said, we cannot wait to get this off-road and see just how far we can push this thing and see where we can get to, places that we can find.
How long we can last off-grid.
So we have pretty much completed our Queensland trip now. We are heading south. In the next couple of weeks we'll be entering New South Wales, which will be our first border crossing. Well, technically, because we did cross the border to go get the canopy, but we won't count that. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this rig rundown.
Hopefully it wasn't too fast, that we touched on everything enough. But if we didn't, make sure to leave your questions down in the comments.
And if you want to see just how far we can get with this thing, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. And
we've got lots of good content coming up. So.
Yes, we do. And we'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye. Energy. Yep. Smile. Happy. Do I look okay?
Yes, you look great.
You look great too.
No, I feel like shit.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Hey guys, what's going on?
I've got the Chaos by Nomad shower awning ensuite thing on the other side.
Nomad by Chaos.
Nomad by Chaos. No, it's not.
It is.